Previously on.
At 18 years old, and you're already thinking life is over, life is not fair, you've not made it, buddy, you've not even started life. Don't be a victim of you getting lost in the crowd. That is why when you put the youth, all of them together, they all look alike. They dress alike, they talk alike, they slang alike, they do. And that is why there are very few outstanding individuals.
Now,
So
I think
before you want their glory, are you prepared to pay the price?
there's a price for everything.
Nothing is free in life.
So my question is, okay, let's see this.
When you're saying differentiating opportunity from noise, is really what do you want from life? What path do you have? What is that long-term, medium, and short-term goal? What is directing your course and your movement in life? Where are you going exactly? If you don't know where you are going, every road will get you there. The hardest work is working on yourself to become a better version of yourself. Instead of us taking the time to grow, we make several attempts to jump. The rule of gravity says if you jump up, you will come down.
Definitely.
That's why when people do shortcuts and they have temporary success, they come down.
Today episode is going to be something amazing, I believe. Yeah. So CoachMO, these days it feels like everybody wants to blow overnight. Like everyone wants to they want to become billionaire overnight. And the painful part about it is this: people now see the shortcut to success as a normal thing. From betting, people staking with low money on betting, they want to win hundreds of millions, to crypto, to forex. So why are so many young people obsessed with fast money, CoachMO?
You've just asked me $1 million question. Okay, so I'll try to approach it the best way
Okay,
possible.
okay.
Um, Usually when I look at things like this, I look at them in the in wider context. The question is, we live in a world whereby everything is being programmed to seem like everything is on a fast lane
Mm-hmm.
and everything is happening fast. Before we had microwave, you have to cook your food very well, make sure you warm it very well. Right now, you just need to stick something in the microwave. Under 2 minutes, the microwave gets it.
Wow.
So technology is actually showing us the path to, where we can make things happen faster.
Okay.
Thing we keep forgetting there are some things that cannot be short circuits. It doesn't matter the level of technology we have. The day is still what it was 20,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago. So the problem we are having is actually number one, it's because of where we are in the cycle of life, where technology makes everything to be so fast. Right now, you can speak to anybody anywhere in the world, pick up a phone and you can speak to them. So technology makes people to feel like, yeah, we can actually get things done faster. Calculator came, so you don't have to do maths manually. So the advantages of technology also comes with the disadvantages of technology. And one of the things that comes there in this case there is, for me, the key problem is what I called the ability to think that you can short circuit this process to wealth creation.
The ability to
Prob-
what?
The ability for you to, can you hear me very well? Just want to make sure
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
Of course, definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
It is the ability to think that we can actually short circuit the process to wealth creation.
Oh, short circuit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
Yeah, the process to, everybody's looking for the shortest distance to get things done, the
Yes.
shortest way to get to one places. Everybody is in a hurry. Everything feels like it has to be done now. If it's not done now, then it's not worth waiting for. If you're not who you're meant to be now, then you're not who you're meant to be. And we forget that one key principle in life, it's the principle of process and time. See, you can never short circuit the process of life. You can't.
You can't, you can't.
So you cannot expect a child that is born today to begin to become a 10-year-old man in the same day.
I like
A
that
woman,
illustration.
when a woman is pregnant today, she does not give birth to the child today. Technology has not been able to create that process to make it happen. There is a process of incubation.
Yeah, it should be.
So that incubation, when the child is born at 4 months or 6 months, what happens? Do they give you the baby to take the baby home? They
No,
don't.
they keep it in the
They,
in the incubator.
what do they call the child? Premature.
Yeah, pre-match. Yeah.
So that means the time of the child has not come yet. Though the child is delivered, but the child has been delivered outside of its required incubation period. So they take the child, they put the child into a machine called an incubator to simulate what it feels like to be in the mother. And the same thing we are having with wealth. This is what happens. We are mistaking riches with wealth. Everybody is going after riches. Everybody wants to make it overnight. Everybody is looking for the shortest distance to making money. See,
Overnight.
there are so many reasons we can talk about the economic situation of where people are. We can talk about this and that, but all of that is what is externalizing the blame.
Like Coach Mo, I think I came across a post by someone. He quoted what Elon Musk said maybe a few years back. Elon Musk said something that you need to start thinking how to achieve something that normally you are to achieve it in 10 years. You need to start thinking how to achieve it in 6 months. He said you are going to fail, but even though you fail, you are going to even get closer than the way you should if you are having that type of mindset that you want to achieve it in 10 years. What do you think about that? Is that not part of shortcut, something like that?
No, it is not. Now, that is misinterpretation of what he said.
Okay. I want
Now,
you to explain.
let's break down what he said. It said when you are thinking of achieving a particular goal, you should not think of, okay, I'm going to take me 10 years to achieve this. So let me plan to make this happen in 10 years. He says, begin to think of a short frame of time that you think. What it's telling you there is begin to put your brain under the pressure of, are there other ways that this can be done?
Hmm.
Not telling you to get it done. What it's saying there is most of the time people plan to do things and people sit down and they feel they have the rest of the time to make it happen. So what it's saying there is you don't have all the time in the world to make things happen. What needs to be happened means you need to put pressure and time on it to make sure you begin to work it out. I said something. He said you will fail. But what you have done there is you would have shortened the distance. And for a lot of people who want to do things and are not getting it done because they feel the season is not come and they are not doing anything about it. So people need to understand that the fact that you are not, there's a difference in doing something about a plan, not doing something about a plan, and not even having a plan at all.
So is it
It's going to take you almost 15 years to become a doctor. People don't want to go through that process. Everybody wants to watch a 2-hour YouTube video and say they know what doctors do. So
possible?
he's not telling you not to go through the process that is required. He's telling you to change your thinking, to put a bit of urgency in the thinking of the goal you want to achieve. And we always translate this to finances. We always translate this to making money. That is not what he's talking about.
Oh, I think I understand it clearly now.
It
I
is
understand
talking
now.
about an idea you're going after. It is talking about the version of you that you need to create. It's talking about not every goal is something you measure in terms of if it does not bring me money, I'm not doing it. So it's telling people that the goals and the dreams and the ideas that you need to create, stop thinking you have forever to create them. Number one,
Oh,
the technology right now. Number two, the more pressure, see, the brain is the latest part of a human being. So the more pressure you put on the brain, the more ability the brain creates for you. So it's telling you that stop believing too much in dreams. Create the dream you believe in.
it's a
Stop
two different thing. Yeah, yeah.
doing. So when you go through the process where you understand that, look, I don't have all the time. So you begin to work at it. You will make a mistake. You learn from the mistake. You iterate. You get better. So what it's saying there is fail fast, fail forward. Fail
In
fast, fail
fact,
forward.
feel forward.
Fast, fail forward. He's not telling you to take shortcuts to get to where you're going. He's saying the race you need to run, running it with intensity now, not look for shorter cuts. See, the longest road to success is a shortcut.
The longest road to success is the short.
Is a shortcut. And everybody talks about Elon Musk, a man who is one of the most productive human being on earth. I know he's a human being like every one of us. But the question there is, do you have the work rates? Do you have the discipline? Do you have the tenacity that he has?
That's a
His
big,
call
that's a
is,
big, that's a
yeah,
big question.
he's the richest man in the world, but look at the way he's still working.
So,
Most of us, we don't have a fraction of what we have. And the moment we get something small, we begin to relax. We begin to ball. We begin to say we have hammered. We stop being productive. This man could afford anything on earth and is still excruciatingly productive.
definitely, that's fact. That's facts.
So let's stop comparing apples and pears.
We shouldn't. So what is this illusion of money? Because I'm trying to understand it. And I noticed something on the internet. The youth don't really want to listen to anything that is not that entertaining or something like comedy or anything that can fetch them quick money. You understand? So I'm trying to understand what is this illusion of fast money?
It is the illusion of fast life. It's the illusion of an 18-year-old think they've already failed. It's the illusion of not understanding that life, it does not matter the number of technology we have in life. Some things in life cannot be fast forwarded.
Do you think I'm also thinking why is this fast money, how to get fast money, how to get rich quick? Why has it become so normal in this our generation? It has become so normal to the extent that it's just the only way out. That's what they say.
It's because we think it's the only way out. It's because we are too lazy to explore and put in the discipline and the work that is required. I'm going to be very careful about my choice of words. So I'm going to say this.
Okay.
Whatever the case is, the work needs to be done. But what we do here is we externalize what needs to be done. We don't internalize it. See, it is who you become that is most important than what you're pursuing.
It's really big time that is more important than what we
The
pursue.
hardest work is working on yourself to become a better version of yourself. So instead of us taking the time to grow, we make several attempts to jump. The rule of gravity says if you jump up, you will come down. This is
Definitely.
why when people do shortcuts and they have temporary success, they come down. They have not grown and developed the capacity and the ability. Every level of wealth that is required, there is a version of you that you need to become for you to have the shoulders to carry that level of wealth. You cannot give the fastest car in the world to a 10-year-old child. So now, when a 10-year-old child wants to drive a Bugatti that is going at 200 miles per hour, that will be the undoing of the child. And we've seen so many destinies that have been truncated because they are looking for the fastest routes to get there. And one of the biggest problem we have the problem of validation. Everybody wants to validate themselves, and the only yardstick we have of validation is through the vain process of saying, "See what I have. This is who I am."
Mm, that's fact. So this desire of fast money, get rich quick, is it really about greed? Or is it this survivor instincts in an economy that feels unfair to the citizen?
Every economy feels unfair to its citizens. Every economy feels unfair to its citizens. If you speak to the Americans, they will tell you they're going through pain. If you speak to the British, they will tell you they're going through pain. If you speak to the German, they will tell you they're going through pain. If you speak to people in Cameroon, in Tanzania, they will tell you they're going through pain. If you speak to the Nigerians, they'll tell you they're going through pain.
Yeah, definitely.
So it is now through what perspective are you perceiving that? See, the desire to have more, there's nothing wrong with it. But at what price you're willing to pay for it? That if you're willing to sell your soul for a morsel of bread, if you're willing to sell your destiny for a day's meal, then is that what the value of it? See, we are so in Nigeria is one of the most in, Nigeria is one of the most intelligent nation in the world. There's anywhere you go to in the world. I'm telling you today, when you look at the hierarchy of the wealth builders in there, Nigerians are within that infrastructure. We have
Facts.
the ability, the capacity. However, for some reasons, there's so many reasons to this. This is not it is not there is no silver bullet to cure this. Yet, does the government have a part they need to play? Absolutely. But the same thing with every other government in the world. So it is not until we begin to tell the youths of today that look, there is another way this can be done. There's a difference between going after riches and building wealth. And that is why we are so gullible. That is why we look for the quickest way to achieve it because there's lack of financial literacy. People don't really know that, okay, how can an 18-year-old, I've said this before, be thinking of just acquiring consumable things? You listen to a 21-year-old and it's speaking to you as if their life is over. There is no hope
Definitely.
anymore. Fine, the economy is part of the problem. But do you actually know still within that same economy, there are still some people that are excelling, doing the right things the right way? It's either choice our youth needs to begin to see. See, there's nothing wrong with Forex. There's nothing wrong with crypto. There's nothing wrong with trading. They are all means of generating building income. They need to understand that there is more to financial independence. There was more to wealth building than just generating income. So everything everybody is doing is finding a way to generate income. So you're looking for the quickest way to make money. When you now make money, what happens then?
Mm.
So
It's
it
very
is
tough.
not just about and why is the reason why you want the money? Because you want people
Receive
to know you have the money. Because it's a
validation, right?
symbol of status. You need to be validated so that people will know, do you know who I am? So, have
Mm.
you noticed that the wealthiest people on earth, if you did not know who they are, you cannot tell they are wealthy? I
Like for real,
posted
yeah.
an image, a video of
Okay,
was
the
it,
last.
he was riding a bicycle in I think in Monaco, and he rode a bicycle past a woman. Now, that woman would never have known that who just rode past her is worth over $2 billion. And we don't even know if the woman that walked past him is worth over 2 billion. It is who they have become. It is understanding that money is a tool to make you a better version of you. And that
Mm-hmm.
there's so much waste. Now, December is coming. People are flying into Nigeria all over the world. They're calling it Dirty December. And they now begin to make the youths in Nigeria feel they have to be part of this. They have to find a way to quickly make money. And everybody's turning into different ways, looking for shortcuts, looking to bet, looking to gamble. Shortcuts is the longest way to get anywhere. Statistics have
Yeah,
shown that if
that's
you
fine.
win lottery, over 60% of them, after 5 years of winning the lottery, they go back to be broke.
Why?
The reason is because the version of you that can carry that level of wealth is not there. So when you put a
Mm.
weight that is bigger than a child on top of the child, what would the child cry? The child will be screaming, "My neck is paining me, take this off."
Yeah, definitely.
There is a weight that comes to every level of wealth we seek.
Wait,
That is why you can see it even in the West. You will see some young children that have gone into wealth so early. You can see later in their life, there is something that they will let you know that, look, they wish they've managed this better. They wish this money is not come at a time. You need to become a version of you that can control a level of wealth. Because
Okay.
what money does there is, money will magnify everything in you, your weaknesses and your strengths.
It will magnify everything.
Everything in you. Money, if there are more weaknesses in you than strengths, then money will magnify all the weaknesses in you, and people can see you malfunction on the global stage.
Mm. So
So, yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
So, so when you're on a journey to wealth building, it is a journey to begin to work on who you are. You are beginning to discipline your cravings. You are beginning to discipline yourself to understand there are seasons in life. You are beginning to know what is called delay gratification. Because I have this money now does not mean I need to buy this now. Why do I need to put somebody's name on me to make myself? Why do I need to wear Balenciaga so that people could know I have arrived? It is being able to get to a point whereby the value you put in you begin to make you become a different kind of a person, whereby you now begin to command the value that you can attract into your life.
It's amazing. And what is the first step a youth can take in order to achieve something like this?
The first step you can take there is nothing wrong with them wanting to have money. There's nothing wrong with them wanting to be better. Aspirations and dreams, they keep us going. Oh, but most importantly, there has to be a version of them they need to become for them to be able to live in the world they're looking to live.
Hmm.
There has to be. And it is all about who you becoming, who you are becoming. Knowledge gives you information. Understanding is what gives you comprehension, gives you understanding. Now, application is what is making you to become.
Hmm.
When you see the process of money, there is when money comes, then what do? Then because you don't understand what you need to do with money, when it comes, you squander it. And then you now begin to get back into lack. When you understand when money comes, the principle of money, the principle of making it, the principle of managing it, and the principle of multiplying it, and the principle of building wealth for the next generation.
Hmm.
Everything
Something.
starts from who you are
Uh,
becoming. The version of you. That is why life is about growth. When a baby does not grow, what do people say? They say there is a problem.
Definitely, yeah.
When a baby who's meant to start walking does not walk, they say there is a problem. When a baby gets to 3, 4 years old, they are still not walking, which says they have a problem. Why? Because they've not grown to become who they needed to become at that time. But everybody
Yeah.
wants a day-old baby to start running like a 2-year-old baby.
I think
So
it's
it's
very clear.
understanding the version of you that you need to become in every phase of life when it comes to you being able to be a responsible custodian of wealth.
I
There's
think
a
I think
difference
it's very
between
clear.
riches and wealth.
Yeah, definitely. I think you've explained it, and I think they've already understand it to some extent. Yeah. The last time we talked about I'm chasing the bag. I think a lot of them understand it now. They're getting, we're building the fan base already. So few of them have
Yeah.
already said that, oh, this is very different. So they were now bringing some references that this is why this type of person looks like this. This is why this type of person that is rich looks like that. I say, yeah, I think you understand it now. Riches and wealth is two different in entirely. And
They're two
so
different things entirely.
entirely. So um one of the major problem youth nowadays they are having is their time. They always, when they'll prefer investing their time in watching videos, comics, something that is going to make them laugh, they passed away the time than investing it in watching something that is going to, give them knowledge, expand their knowledge to know better. Why do you think these youth nowadays prefer to spend their time in something unproductive rather than the productive?
Number one, I probably think because they have they have very few good role models.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that's one of the reasons. Another thing there is because, see, every child is from a particular home or a particular family unit. And not all children have been blessed to grow up in an environment where the direction, the nurturing, and the care they need to be able to know what direction of life they should take. So there
Mm-hmm.
is a bigger problem within the society that we are only now seeing the products of that in our children. See, every child you see comes from a family,
Definitely.
either from just a single parent or two parents from a home or probably an orphan or something. But the problem there is when the foundation of a society is broken, we will see the evidence of that in the products that we come. And see, these big corporations that we see, it is not because they have any interest in us or anything like that. It is because they are trading our attention and they are monetizing our attention. And they've written algorithms. I'm not blaming corporations, don't get me wrong. I just want
Okay.
us to understand they
Yeah,
are
definitely.
controlling the way we are behaving because of the programming they've written and the algorithm they've written. They've done it in such a way that we are so they've mastered the way the human psychology works and they are playing to that strength. There has to be a counterintuitive, there has to be another argument to make the youths know that the strength of their future lies in what they do with the time they have in their youth.
Mm.
You cannot mismanage your youth. You cannot mismanage your youth and your early years and expect to arrive in the future as a better version of you that is more productive. It does not work. So we see time as youth as time to be consumed and to be wasted. When the time as youth is the time to begin to build the future we are craving for. And that is why you see people in their 30s and 40s, they are so miserable because they have actually wasted the youth they needed to build weights. So the result of what they've done with the time in the past is very short of the expectation of what they expected in the future.
Mm.
I tell people, you really like playing video games. Why don't you begin to design video games? You cannot be
Mm.
a consumer and expect to arrive in a future of a producer.
Oh, it's
So
impossible.
every time you consume, you are at the mercy of the person who is producing. And do you know what wealth always do? Wealth is always on the side of the producer.
Mm. People producing, yeah, I think, yeah, that's what. Yeah.
When you watch a film, at the end of the film, they will say this film is produced by this. What they are telling you is the person who is getting the biggest, who has the idea, who is created, who is responsible for this genius is this producer here.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, facts. So is it so
But we don't really know producers so much, but
yeah,
they are the anchor, they are the strength of every product.
we only know the
So
actors
we
and the
watch a
actress.
film and we are so carried away about the actors, but we rarely know who the producers are, the brains behind it.
That's true. I rarely know.
So
Like,
everything in life, ask yourself, am I a consumer or a producer? Any nation,
mm,
when we have more consumers than producers, there will be problem. In your life, when you consume more than you produce, then there will be problem. You cannot build wealth being a consumer.
You can't.
You can never be successful being a consumer. Never. See, we
So
want
you
the
need to
wealth
become
of
a producer.
successful people. We want wealth of successful people, but we don't want the habits that makes them successful. Everybody wants to become a Ronaldo, but nobody has the discipline of Ronaldo.
That's facts. That's it. The route to become Ronaldo, nobody want to
Everybody,
pass it.
everybody, ev- yeah, nobody wants to go through it.
So hard.
Nobody, but everybody only likes when Ronaldo is dressed up, he's done his hair and is going, and everybody sees the finished products.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know the real Ronaldo is what Ronaldo does every day to make Ronaldo Ronaldo. But you want the reward of his hard work, but you don't want to become who Ronaldo is. Look at when Ronaldo came to Man United, when he came from Sporting Lisbon. That is not the same man that we see today.
Definitely.
He has gone
Mm-hmm.
through the journey of becoming. He's now become a world icon and everybody admires him. But can you
Everybody.
go through the hard work he goes through?
That's
It's
a
the
big
same thing with the
question.
youths. Everybody you admire, you're looking up to, you want to become. Have you asked yourself, hey, there is a price for everything in life?
It's a
And
price to
see,
it.
success does not come at a discount. You will never get success at a discount. Financial
Hmm.
success, it is never discounted. Business success, it is never discounted. Family success is never discounted. There is no discount to success. The price is due every day.
It's due every day. Yeah. And you have to pay the rent
Every
every
single
day.
day.
Hmm.
You have to pay it. If you don't, then you'll be owing. When you owe to a particular point, what happens? They throw you out.
Definitely. That is it.
So
So
destiny will not accommodate mediocrity. It doesn't. Go and look through life. Go and check history. Right now, look at the top people in any area of life that have maintained success, wealth, or money for more than 10 years. Tell me one of them that you would say they are mediocre in what they're doing.
yeah, no one. No one. No one. And
So
I think
before you want their glory, are you prepared to pay the price?
before you want the glory.
There is a price.
There's a price for everything.
Yeah,
There's a price for everything.
there is
So
a price. Nothing is free in life.
nothing. Not a
Nothing is
single
free.
thing. So with what you just said, it makes me to understand this that one of the reason, like the major reason, the youth are trapped into this illusion of fast money. It's because they really admire someone, but they don't want to pass the route the person passed to become that someone. They want to pass another route to become that someone, and that is where the trap is, and that is where the issue is. I think,
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's just it. I think they need to start thinking, just like you said, it's a way of you not being too relaxed. What you want to achieve in 10 years, you can do it in 6 months and fail. It's just like you feeling faster and you're moving forward. You feel faster and you move forward. That's just the logic. And they need to start understanding this. So many youths jump into crypto, forex, different type of hustle, just because everyone is cashing out. So my question is, how can how can, okay, let me use myself. How can I differentiate opportunity from noise, Kushmo? How can I differentiate opportunity from noise?
now, when you're saying differentiating opportunity from noise is really what do you want from life? What path do you have? What is that long-term, medium, and short-term goal? What is directing your course and your movement in life?
Hmm.
Where are you going exactly? If you don't know where you are going, every road will get you there.
If you don't know where you are
You can
going, every
every
road.
road will get you there. Yes. You will see opportunities, some things are not opportunities, they are distractions.
Mm,
Your ability to know what an opportunity is it in line with your long-term goal?
is it in line with my long-term goal?
The destination you are looking to go see, you cannot leave a place now and say, if you want, let's say you want to go to America now, you cannot
Okay.
just say you want to go to America. Which of the states are you going to? When you get to the states, which of the cities are you going to? Which of the town are you going to, and which house are you going to?
Mm,
So now you leave your house, you say you want to travel, you pack your goods, you get your passports. Number one, which of the airports are you going to go? Number two, which time of the day will you arrive at the airport? Number three,
mhm,
which airline are you getting into? Number four, where is that plane going? Number five, when you get to the place, where are you going? There are so many things that looks like opportunities that are just distractions from what and where you're meant to go. So before you
mm.
call something an opportunity, the question there is, does it align with your long-term goal? You are
Does it
18 years
align with
old.
my
Where do you see yourself in the next 20 years?
mm. You have to think for the long term.
Because if nothing, you have to see the future so clearly. And the biggest filter, how you filter noise from your life is having clarity on the future. Because anything that does not belong in it, you say no to it. It doesn't matter what kind of opportunity it is.
Mm. No.
Like in the West, there are some fields, there are some things that you cannot become if you have a criminal record. So if you know that is where you are going, you stay away from anything that can bring you crime that will make you have a criminal record.
I think it's very clear now. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Decision has to be made early. What do you want out of life?
What do you
Life will
want to
never
know?
give you what it is. Life will only give you what you demand from it. Have a clarity of where you are going so you can begin to filter out what is truly, and see opportunities come every time. The question there is, there's a difference in what is good and what is right.
There is
Your
difference between
ability to
what is
distinguish
good.
what is good from what is
It's
right
right.
and what is right. What is good might not be right for you.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's very deep. That's very deep there. What
So,
is good might not be right to
so don't
me.
just and what is right. So don't just say because it is good, it is right. No. Yeah, it is good, but is it right?
It is very deep.
Oh, this is a good opportunity, but the question there is it the right one?
Is
This
it
is
the
a good
right
man I
one?
should date, but is it the right one? This is a good woman I should date, but is she the right one?
Right one? Mm. Mm.
There are so many good careers, but are they the right one for you?
Yeah, so many.
That is why
It's
everybody's trying everything. They are gambling with destiny. You're gambling with life. You do this for 3 months, it doesn't work, you stop. You do that for 2 months, it doesn't work, you stop. So
mm.
you have not fully paid the price. Because if you know what you want, you stay in there and pay the price.
They are just experimenting.
I think that what you said.
I said they are just experimenting with their time.
You are just experimenting with life.
Which is
There's
very
nothing wrong
bad.
with experimenting, but see, there is a season. Yeah, don't you cannot experiment your way to life and think you will arrive somewhere. You wake up in the morning, you see a bus in front of your house, you get into it. You don't know where it is going. When it gets to the last place, you come down. You are walking, you see another bus, it takes you. Your friend comes, where are we going today? Nowhere, let's just hang out. What does that mean? So you consume a whole day doing nothing, not having a direction of what is required. How do I pay the debts that success has put on my table today? Success bill is due every day.
Like you said, yeah. It's mainly about the right question. What right question you ask yourself? I think if we can start asking ourselves that uncomfortable and right question, is going to make things more clearer.
Every day you wake up.
How can someone stay patiently when they see other blowing up faster? How can someone stay patiently?
Thank you for that. See, it's quite funny because when we're coming to this world, I'm not sure when you came out with somebody. Even
How?
twins, they don't come out at the same time. One came before the other.
Yeah.
Life is taught us to compare everything to everybody. Your ability to understand that in this life, your race is personal. It's customized. It is only to you. You cannot, even sometimes parents make these mistakes. They compare the children. You've got three, four children. You tell one of them you are not like the other one. You tell one of them you're not. They are not meant to be like the other person. There are no
Mm.
two similar individuals on earth. The biggest mistake you will do is to compare where you are, where you're going to somebody else. See, every time in life, there's somebody ahead of you, there's somebody behind you. Every situation you are in life, somebody is ahead of you, somebody is behind you. So if you continue to measure the progress you're making in life based on what is happening around you to other people, you will miss it in life greatly.
You will
The
definitely.
pressure, the pressure to want to be like people is always going to be there. The pressure to want to do what others are doing is always going to be there. Pressure to mirror the progress and to match the progress of your life based on written cultural rules and roles is going to be there. But you now have to develop the mentality to understand how unique you are. See, we are so unconscious and aware of the uniqueness in us. Everybody wants to be like somebody else. I
Everybody.
respect people, I honor people, but I don't want to be like nobody.
Mm.
Most people always die a copy of somebody else.
Like they celebrate the similarity, not the difference.
Absolutely. See, your strength is in your difference, and why. See, that is why the biggest work you have to do in life is on you. Find out who you are quickly. Find out what makes you different. Find out why you see life from a different vantage point, why you see life from a different perspective, and begin to build your life around that. You don't measure your progress based on how your friend, your brother, your colleagues are doing.
Mm. Shouldn't.
Somebody, you shouldn't. It's just like somebody in America now measuring their progress based on somebody in Nigeria. That's why they say somebody in America is earning this amount of money. If they convert that to naira, it can't, you don't measure them. They're not like for like. So the first thing you need to do is understand your unique individuality. No technology will take that away from you. Nothing can change that. You were created the way you are for a reason. I don't care if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, whatever the case is, you are different.
I think. I
The
think.
more
I
we
think.
begin, the more we begin to understand this, the quicker we get onto the agenda of life.
The more, yeah, yeah. We just need to start thinking about it. Just need to
You
start
know,
thinking about it.
stop following the herd. Stop wanting to be like everybody. This is what is in vogue. Everybody is dressing like this. Everybody is doing this, and everybody is just trying to be like everybody. And at the end of the day, nobody is actually nobody.
When everybody's trying to be like everybody,
Nobody is nobody. So
and
you've lost your individuality in the middle of the crowd.
that's very bad.
Find what makes you unique. Find you and build your life towards that you. You will need the help of people, don't get me wrong, but don't mirror life, don't measure your progress based on others, because there will always be people ahead of you, and there's always going to be people behind you.
That's the logic of life.
So it depends on what you want to do. There'll be people on your side, there'll be people ahead, there'll be people, but nobody has the blueprint that is unique to you for what you need.
Good body.
You want to buy clothes, you ask your friends, what do they think? For crying out loud, are they the ones going to wear it?
Mm, does it look good on me?
Yeah, does it look good on me? And they say no, and you go and take it off. And then the one you don't like, you wear it and they say, wow, that looks
Wow.
excellent. You know, inside of you, you don't like it. But because the acceptance has come from people outside of you, then you said, okay, then you forcefully begin to say, yeah, if they say it's good on me, then it must be good on me.
I
See, the
think,
most successful people in life, there's something they have. They
or
believe in
that.
themselves more than people believe in them.
Mm,
Go and look at everybody who's been successful and have maintained success. They believe in themselves more than people believe in them. That is why sometimes that confidence seems like borderline arrogance.
mm. You need to start believing in yourself more than anybody.
But for you to believe in yourself, you need to begin to know who you are.
Mm.
You need to do the work that is required to become. There is always a better version of you in you.
There's always a better version of me in me.
Whatever you see now, there is another. See, it's just like iOS. When iOS 1 came out, we thought it was good, then 2 came out, then 3, then 4, then 5. There is always a better version of your operating system. So you have to constantly upgrade, else you're going to be performing below your maximum potential.
Mm. That's it. So we are this. Mm. There's always a better version of you in you.
There is always a better version of you. Till the day you die, you will continue to work on you. So you will never arrive.
You will never arrive.
No,
We
that is the
always get better.
humility. That is the humility that keeps you going. You are happy. You thank God for where you are, but you always know there is still more to come. There are more
Yeah.
books in you. There is more invention in you. Look at Elon Musk. The guy, made over $150 million in PayPal 13 years ago. The guy could have just gone and sit in one island and be drinking pina colada and just be enjoying life and be balling. The guy took all the money from PayPal and he now poured it into all the expressions we are seeing right now. Because he knows every day he lives, there's still more to come.
Mm. That's it.
Find that thing in you that there is always another version of you. So there's nothing called take me as I am. This is just me. It's a lie. You've been lazy.
There's nothing like that. You're just being
No,
lazy.
you just been lazy. You don't want to work on you because that's the hardest thing to do. If people don't like me, they should leave me the way they are. Yeah, they will leave you.
They will. And they'll go for
There
better
is
someone.
always a version of you that is a better version. It is now when you're now becoming. Becoming is an ongoing process. More of life begins to
You know
unravel
this
out
thing
of
like
you.
this.
Appreciate people, celebrate people. When people have done great things, look at the process, the templates they use, but you cannot replicate their success. That is why we've never seen another Pele. We've never seen another Mohamed Ali. It doesn't matter where you come. Look on sports. There'll be so many people when they are coming, they'll say, this is the new Pele. At the end of the day, we don't see that. They'll say, this is the new Messi. At the end of the day, we don't see.
Go different
Because you will
standard.
never
Go
replicate the
some
success of
different.
people.
Huh?
You can only produce your
One
own
thing when you go to
success. You were
really
not
become
designed to
great. How do you
replicate
mean?
somebody else's success. You can't. We will never see another Ronaldo. Never.
So, CoachMO, if you could leave every young African with one truth about money, just one thing they must understand before chasing it, what would it be?
Oh, if I can leave every youth in Africa with one truth about money, money is not what you think money is. Money is attracted to value. So the first thing to do before chasing after money is to ensure you are the person of value. You create and build yourself to become a person of value that can attract that level of wealth.
Mm.
So whatever you do, the biggest work is actually in you, by you, for you. Eventually, the person you become will attract the level of what you require.
I think,
Stop
I
running
think, I think
around. What you're looking for is
mm,
already you is already in you. You were born with it.
you're born with it, so you should be a person of value before you're thinking
Yes.
about relationships with money.
Yep. So don't look outside for what can we do? What can we do? Where can we go?
I think that's amazing. I think that's
Look
amazing, Coach Mo.
inside. What that is it. Once you can discover that thing, that value you were created to be able to explore, then begin to work on it, build it. It's like it's a rough diamond. It does not look like diamond. It
It's a
looks
rough
like
one.
dirt. You now have to, if it looks like dirt, you now have to work on polish and brush it until it eventually begins to build up. Now that is when the process of all the dues that is required to be paid is paid. And another version of you comes out. And then the whole world is now attracted to your glory. Everybody wants to be with you. Everybody wants to pay you to come and sing. Everybody wants to pay you to come and do this. Everybody wants to be. It's because of the version of you that you have become. But for that to happen, you have to go inside first, discover that, build that, create the value. See, everything you need is between your two ears. Everything you need to become is between your two ears. Wealth is created internally first. Who you become is
Who
much
you
more important than
become.
what you chase it. Because at the end
I
of the
think
day,
that
you're
is a
only going
very
to be
good
in one
one.
house, in one car, in one room at a time.
No matter how wealthy you are, you just want
Yep.
time. That's amazing. And that is the end of the show today, Coach Mo.
Moon word talk, 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 moon word talk. Yeah, we be the truth, be that light in the dark, let the vibe come through. Growth mindset, mind check. Yeah, we break the mold, had to hustle, build the struggle, turn that pain into gold. Episode done, but the grind don't stop. Straps in, tapping, let's rise to the top. Let's rise to the top.